On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Steven Nelson. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
At the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Check, 59, 54.
Watson on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
intercepted.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson rolling to his right. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Deshaun Watson so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Watson dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
7, Steelers 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And they'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
59, Mark, 59, 24. Focus, defense, focus. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Mike 31.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted. But it is 3rd down, so the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
First carry for James Conner, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10
on the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
The pass.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Given 32 on the play. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both love. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Steelers 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past. The 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Steelers.
They're going to look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Watson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Steven Nelson.
Throwing again is Watson, sliding out of the pocket. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Watson looks to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now, Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Dustin Hopkins set to
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a first and 10 at the 38-yard
line. A gain of 3 on the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ebron with it over the middle.
The pass.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steeler first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Steelers.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Ross Blacklock in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards. And that also leads to 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.